So my book, The Way of Grace, is sectioned in 4 parts. And in those 4 parts, we open up the 4 dimensions of grace. And each of these 4 dimensions of grace has a particular way it comes online to help us to be as we truly are, and to help resolve the stress and the struggle and some of the more difficult aspects of walking the spiritual path. So relaxing in the ground of grace, when it comes online in you, it feels as if you are resting in an infinite mountain, a mountain of complete presence that offers total support for you to be here, to meet all of your emotions, to look deeply into your unconscious mind, to just stay present and do nothing. Relax all of your defenses and allow the melting of judgment, fear, control, and defensiveness happen. So this produces in us a felt sense of being more grounded and being more truly present. It helps us to really gain traction on the path and to recognize we are completely and totally supported by the cause of all being. So when we receive the blessings of grace, it feels as if we are in a cosmic shower of divine light, love, in even celestial blessings that fill our inner cup exponentially and awaken us to the recognition that even though we might have gone through many very difficult things in our life, we are inherently loved and valued and nourished. And so the blessings of grace all helps us to come into the receptive condition through the virtues of trust, humility, patience, and joy. They help us to open and be sustained by divine love. The transforming power of grace, when it comes online, is a very profound felt experience. It's a little bit like how you might feel if you happened upon a majestic waterfall, perhaps in somewhere like Hawaii or in the high mountains. When you come upon a vast waterfall, for most of us we feel a sense of awe, a sense of majesty. We feel the power of something so much greater than ourselves. And if we really observe the waterfall, we notice that what it does is it bridges one dimension of earth to another, but that it flows gracefully over and around tough terrain. And in the process of flowing over and around tough terrain, it transforms everything it touches, either by breaking it down, dissolving it, or by making things verdant and green and full of life again. Often in Sufi poetry, we'll hear Rumi talk about the wine. In Sufi and Christian mystical literature, the word wine is really code word for the living water that alchemically transforms our consciousness and parts the seas of our consciousness and really helps us to cross over to the other shore, to really move through and beyond our fundamental ego identity that loops us back into a contracted story of feeling not good enough or somehow lacking or deficient in some way, to recognizing and abiding in our boundless nature that is boundless love, pure awareness, primordial presence, and so much more. And from that, to live into the embodiment of grace. So the embodiment of grace feels like being a human fountain. And in the same way that if you witness or observe a fountain, you'll notice that the living water comes up through the center line and it opens out, it spreads out and then recirculates itself. But in the process, it hydrates the land, the water around the fountain. And so the true purpose of your life, of all of our lives, is not only to live in beauty, live in truth, live in peace, live in fluid harmony, live in awake awareness of what is real and true, but also in the process for your way of being to nourish, fertilize, sustain, create beauty and benefit in ways that help and heal, and collaborate together to create new possibilities for us all. So that's really why I've written The Way of Grace, is I want that for you. I want that for our world. I want more of us to become that grace delivery device, to live our lives as a human fountain, expressing and sharing and emanating all of our divine qualities in service to our world.